Today I want to make a video about my worst to best ranking of the albums of one of the best epic doom metal bands of all the time, and I'm speaking of course about Candlemass from Sweden, from Stockholm of Sweden. Of course, in epic doom metal we don't have only the school of Candlemass, we have also other bands like for example, Solstice from Great Britain, or Skald from Russia, or Doomsword from Italy. But Candlemas, they started their school, their special epic doom school. For example, we have so many great bands, like example Solstice Aeternos, Solitude Aeternos from United States, Cryptic Sermon. We have Sorcerer from Sweden. All these bands that are going in the way of Candlemass. Candlemass, they started in 1984 by the bassist of the band, Leif Endling, the leader of the band also, and their drummer in these years. Leif, before, he had another band by the name Nemesis, and afterwards in '84 started Candlemass. As Candlemass, they continued to be until 1994 for 10 years. They disbanded for first time after 10 years, and they came back in 1997, and they continued until 2002. They disbanded for the second time, and came back for third time from 2004, and they continue until today. Also in 2025 we have two things about Candlemass. First of all, they have to make in May 2025, they will make a new EP by the name Black Star, and also they will play in the Rock Hard Festival in Athens with Messiah Marcolin again as their singer for one show in Athens in September 2025. Now, they had many singers that they came to this band. First of all, we have Johan Landqvist, if I prefer well his name, their first singer with Epicus Doomicus Metallicus for the first debut album, and he came back for the two last albums until now. Afterwards, we have the golden era of them with Messiah Marcolin as their singer from 86 until 1991. Afterwards, in 1992, they made Chapter 6 with Thomas Wingstorm as their singer. For a little bit time, for two albums, they had Björn Flodqvist, if I prefer well his name also. He was the singer of Dactylis Glomerata and from the 13th Son. Marcolin came back for a second time for the album Candlemass from 2004 until 2006. Afterwards, they brought as their singer Robert Lowe from Solitude Aeternos from 2007 until 2012. Afterwards, for a little bit time it's not exactly a little bit time, for 2012 until 2018, they had Mats Loven as their singer. He came from the band Crooks, one of the side projects of Leaf. And in 2018 until now, they brought back their first singer of Epicus Doomicus Metallicus, Johan Landqvist. These are the periods, more or less, of Candlemass. Now, here I will make a worst to best about their 13 full-length albums of them by my personal taste. In the 13th place, in the last place, I will put their 12th album of them of 2019, The Door to Doom. This is the first album with their first singer after so many years. Many people, they had many expectations about this album. For me, it was not exactly the album that I expected from Candlemass in this period of time. unfortunately, and for me is the last favorite album. I'm continuing now with in the 12th place. I will put here their 6th full-length album of 1998, Dactylis Glomerata. This would be the second full-length album of a side project of Leaf by the name Abstract Algebra. And it's not exactly the sound of Candlemass. The classic sound of Candlemass is a little bit more stoner. Here we have together, they put out also Abstract Algebra number 2. It is called the previously unreleased album. Okay, 2 albums together in this place. And now in the 11th place for me will come their 7th album, From the 13th Sun. Also is a more stoner in this style and not a classical doom, epic doom Candlemass album, but not a bad album. In the 10th place for me will come their 10th album of 2009 by the name Death Magic Doom. Many people prefer this album and like this album. This is the second album with Robert Lowe as their singer. For me, it's not exactly what I like, so it will come in this place. 9th place, their last album, their 13th last album, Sweet Evil Sun. It came out in 2022 with their first singer also. Okay, it's a good album. I prefer it even more from The Door to Doom. 8th place, their 8th also album of 2005, Candlemass. The original Candlemass with Messiah Marcolin as their singer when he came back for the second time. Great album. Great album. I like it so much. 7th place, Tales of Creation of 1989, their 4th album and their last album of their classical period with Messiah Marcolin. The last album with Messiah Marcolin before he left for the first time, the band. Also very good album. The four first Candlemass albums, they are the golden era. Now, in the 6th place, their 11th album of 2012, Psalms for the Dead, and this is the last album with Robert Lowe as their singer. Many people, they don't like it, but I like it so much. 5th place, their 5th also album, Chapter 6 of 1992, also a not classical Candlemass album, but very great. This is a little bit more power metal than epic doom, but also a very good album. 4th place, Asian Dreams, their 3rd album of them of 1988, and the second with Messiah Marcolin, also very good in their classical style. Now, the 3 most favorite albums of them. In the 3rd place, King of the Grey Islands, their 9th album of 2007, the first album with Robert Lowe of Solitude Aeternos. A great album, a so great album. I like it so much. 2nd place, Nightfall, the second album of them and the first with Messiah Marcolin, came out in 1987. Marcolin became the singer of the band, the monk Marcolin, Messiah Marcolin. Afterwards, that he phoned to leave, and by phone he started to sing to him the songs from Epicus Domicus Metallicus and became their singer in this way. Also something special, here we have the song Bewitched, and in the video clip, original video clip of Bewitched, we can see also inside the guy's dead, the Swedish guy dead from the band Morbid. Afterwards he became the famous singer of Mayhem from Norway, of course. And if you understand, in the first place, Epicus Dumicus Metallicus, their debut album of them of 1986. For me, it was also the first album of CANDLEMASS that I listened. 10 years afterwards that it came out, I listened it to when it was 1996. It's from 1986. A great album, a great debut with great songs. Solitude, for example, is my favorite song of all time from CANDLEMASS. Epicus Dumicus Metallicus. So this is my ranking about their 13 full-length albums, about the Swedish fathers of epic doom, CANDLEMASS, from Israel, from Jerusalem. Stay metal and stay heavy.